Hi, this is Joe Flanders, and many of you may not know, but I directed the video Don't Let It Set In. And here I'll be giving you some director's commentary on what Richie and I were going for. I actually did this music myself, using GarageBand. I was inspired by a Chuck E. Cheese commercial. He was my favorite growing up. That milk was sour, so he didn't really want to use it, but I told him that that's what the character would do. He's kind of a sour character, so I thought that was a good representation of who he was. I brought that couch in, I got it at a garage sale, and it just really spoke to me. I own it now, though it actually was engulfed in flames after a cigarette incident. It was important for me that he not say, "Don't let it set in," with his mouth. I just wanted to hear him say it. I thought that it would make it feel like the viewer's mind was saying it, and then they maybe weren't sure who was saying it, and they kind of start to lose their mind a little bit. I go for that type of stuff. That time I wanted him to say it, but he refused. He's not the easiest to work with, but I feel as though we were able to overcome it for the good of the project. That was a whitening toothpaste, I recall. I tried to get that after the shoot, but Richie punched me and said that that was his. So I'm still a little bitter about that. I haven't brushed my teeth since then, actually, out of spite and protest. The sound over him saying that was a microwave filled with green beans. That's how you got that sound. Yeah. Him cutting his hair was sort of a motif for cutting your hair. That was kind of what we were going for there. We tried to not be direct with a lot of what we were doing in this video. Tried to speak artistically, and I think that comes across. That timer was for when I was baking cookies. I would just actually use the timer from there.
That's fine.
We had to do a separate take of him with the gun because the first time he shot himself in the dick. That was tough. That was tough, but he was a real team player. I mean, we had to come back 3 weeks later to film it because he didn't have a dick. But then they had surgery and we were able to get him back in the game. So that was good. That was a fake gun. Obviously, after the incident the first time, we thought that would be best. I didn't trust Richie with a real gun. Again, timer from the cookies. I'm all about using practical sounds. And that's how we ended it.
Wonderful. Hey guys.
Hello.
So, how do you think Joe did? So, just a disclaimer: Joe didn't actually direct. He didn't shoot any of this. He wasn't a part of this. In case some of you are confused, but how do you feel, Joe?
I feel great.
I feel like you feel good.
Had I directed that, all of those things would be true.
Probably a little less CGI. Little less. It was a little over the top with all the crazy computer generated effects.
Yeah, the spoon you were using for the cereal wasn't actually there. We didn't have any on set.
It was actually chopsticks.
Exactly.
We had to, roto it in.
Exactly. Yep.
But in case you guys didn't know, Joe and Andy, or Andy Biersack, Andy Black, do a show called The Andy Show.
Absolutely.
And it's run through Patreon, although they started a YouTube channel for it, which I'm on, crazy enough, at least this week's episodes or iterations.
Yep.
And it's a lot of fun. It's like a talk show thing, and you should totally watch it. And I get shot in the face a lot. It's good. Yep. Yep. It's a good time. So subscribe to that. Do you have any last words, Joe?
I just feel like now we need to direct it. I need to direct a video of yours. I feel like our powers combined.
I can shave my head for the 4th time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
We'll make that happen, man.
Wonderful.
Cool. All right. Well, stay sad but not too sad, and I'll see you later. Mwah.
Goodbye.
Yay.